Jeff with Precision Replacement Parts. I'm here with Greg today, and we're going to show you how to install a WCR 1135, which requires a WLS 1135C lock strip. Greg, what does this fit?
Fits a 1973 to 87 GM full-size truck. After 87 through 91, fits 3/4 ton and larger. Please check the list of applications on our website. Here's the tools you'll need.
Let's get started. Our recommended procedure for installing the WCR 1135 is to put it on the body first. And we'll go through the reasoning as we go through the installation process. But first, you're going to need to install one corner clip, and Greg is going to show us how to do that.
The way we have the gasket set up here, this is the glass side, this is the body side. The corner clip, start by installing it into the gasket. With the ball end hook tool, I'm just going to pull this lip over. This clip has some sharp edges on it, so be careful. Bring a little extra force around that outside corner.
We're going to go ahead and install the gasket onto the body now. We're going to start with the corner that's the corner clip in first. While Greg's doing that, you'll notice we have some tape on the body, and we did that ahead of time so we can loop it around the gasket to help hold it onto the upper portion of the opening.
I'm going to bring this gasket into the corner of the body. I'm going to work along the bottom to Jeff's side, putting the gasket in a pinch weld groove alongside the ribs that go against the body. Making sure this is seated all the way down in the groove of the gasket.
As we're working along top here, you're going to notice that it appears to be too big. There's too much slack here, but what you need to do as you put it on, you have to push it back into the corners and really work it on. And use the tape that we have put on the body to hold it in place. And then you'll be ready to install the glass.
We're going to start with the corner that has the chrome clip already installed. I'm going to go ahead and apply some foaming glass cleaner in this instance to lubricate the seal. Jeff's going to bring in the glass. With the ball end hook tool, I'm going to work the gasket out away from the glass. I'm just concentrating on this corner right now, right where the locking clip is. As you can see, this lip here is sticking out, and it's inserted, I can see, into the gasket on the bottom. Now work across the bottom a little ways. Now we're going to focus our attention on the other side. The glass is installed into the gasket to about this point. I'm going to focus up here, tilting the glass away just a little bit to get the ball hook tool in, and pulling just the gasket away from the glass. I'm going to work down towards the corner, pulling out towards the body. Now the corner of the glass is into the gasket. I'm going to switch, work the rest of the bottom in. Now the corner is in. You can see the gasket is folded around the glass. So our bottom is secure. We're going to work the rest of the top. All right, as we're finishing up applying our foaming glass cleaner for lubrication purposes, again, we're going to use the ball hook tool, pulling the gasket away from the glass. That's the advantage of using this tool, is you're able to pull it away. Go right along the edge. Now just keep pulling right through the tape. Might have to go back. Keep working it in, holding pressure, flat-handed pressure against the glass. As you can see, we're getting some bunching, and we'll address that here shortly. Get to that area, you want to level out that ball hook tool and pull up. And level it out, I mean having that edge flat with the edge of the glass and pull straight up. When I talk about the angle of the tool, I'm speaking of this portion of the tool here. And keeping it with level with the edge of the glass, and then just pulling up towards the top of the cab. That does, it pulls that lip out from under the glass, and it keeps the gasket from bunching. As we finish up here, you may encounter extra pressure against that last little bit. So just work it in slowly. Take a little strokes at it. And flat-handed. Tap it in, make sure it's seated all the way around. Unique to our method of installation for this seal, before we proceed to install the locking strip, we're going to install the corner clip. Now, due to the extra effort we're going to use with the ball hook tool, we've gone ahead and taped the body. Now I want to keep the corner clip dry, but I'm going to add lubrication to the seal.
All right, we're going to start by putting the inside of the corner clip into the gasket first. Then we're going to use a ball and hook tool to work the outside of the gasket around the outside edge of the clip. This will be a tedious part, so you need to take your time and be patient as you work the gasket onto the clip. So what he's doing is pulling the gasket lip down with a ball and hook tool so it pops over the actual clip.
You can use the heel of your hand against the body of the truck to steady yourself.
Continuing with our installation method, we're going to go ahead and get the lock strip started into the corner clip.
Using the lock strip tool, we've removed the two adapters that won't apply. We'll go ahead, put our foaming glass cleaner on this gasket, putting the lock strip tool into the gasket, and then feeding the locking strip into that tool back underneath that corner clip. Now, as we're going across the bottom, the tool is just here to open up the gasket. We're feeding the locking strip into the tool. Now, if the tool comes out of the gasket, don't worry, just continue on. We'll address that after we get done. We'll continue across the bottom to the other corner. Now we've brought the locking strip across the bottom. Now Jeff's going to go ahead and clip it. Now it's going to be about a 1/2 inch that'll go underneath that corner clip. We're going to remove the locking strip tool. Again, spraying up the gasket. Unique to this installation method, now what we want to do, put the locking strip into the gasket. Getting both sides started, and then slide it underneath the corner clip. Now that leaves the rest of this out of the gasket. So what we'll do is we'll put the lower half in with the ball hook tool. We'll pull up towards the glass, which is better than towards the paint, and insert that locking strip. Go ahead and finish this off. Now we'll move on to the top. We're going to apply our foaming glass cleaner to the seal. Again, inserting the tool into the weather strip. I'm going to go up a little further because I'll show you that we feed it underneath that corner clip. We'll continue this method across the top. As we're getting to this corner, what may assist also is rocking the tool. Again, we're still just feeding the strip into the tool. The tool is just opening up the gasket. Continue along the side. And stop about here. Again, unique to this installation, Jeff's going to cut it again a ½ inch longer. That'll tuck underneath that corner clip. Now we'll remove that locking strip tool. Again, starting in the gasket. Locking strips in, inserting it underneath that corner clip. Go ahead on the body side, insert that into the gasket. The hook tool, pulling that lip towards the glass. And fingers, I'm holding that locking strip down towards the gasket. And you're done. The reasoning behind our suggested method of installation is when you get to these corners, you have the locking strip installed first. Trying to put the corner clip in becomes very difficult. And there's a possibility of ripping the gasket. So we've shown you to put the corner clips in first and then the locking strip.